Hi, it's Amanda. Welcome to my channel. This will be my third and final week reviewing Chebe USA in my BoB123 series. That's Black-owned brands only, 3 wash day reviews, 3 styles, 3 company and or founder facts per video. Fact 1, their product selection is updated regularly, so this would be a brand to check on relatively frequently for new releases. Fact 2, if this is relevant to you, they do offer a couple of their products wholesale, specifically the Chebe oil and the Chebe hair paste. Fact 3, and I mentioned this in my ingredients review video, but in case you haven't had a chance to see that yet, the Chebe powder that they use is actually 100% pure Chebe powder sourced directly from the Republic of Chad in Central Africa. Chadian women are known for their strong and butt-length hair, and they attribute this tradition to their frequent use of Chebe powder throughout their lives. Note that they don't use Chebe powder in the front portion of their hair, and that hair does actually break off. It's only applied to the back, and that is the hair that grows exponentially long. There is a YouTube video related to this, and I also did link that in the description box of my ingredient video, but I'm gonna put it below this one as well if you'd like to check it out to learn a little bit more about how they use Chebe powder and the effects that they see. I had asked in my last video, and a few people had come back and said that they would love to see my day 7 hair before I start my wash day again each week. I had been doing that during my dual wash day series, but I stopped when I started doing like protective styles throughout the week because my day 7 hair was just whatever my hair looked like in that style when I put it up on day 2. But since I'm gonna be wearing my hair out again, I decided to start doing that again. But last week I did do my rev air and trim length check. So my hair has been up. I blow dried my hair and then I actually just put it in this bun. I haven't touched it since last Friday. So I will not be doing that this week in real time, but I did take pictures of my hair days 2 through 7 after my last Chebe USA wash day. So I'm going to insert a quick reel here. Disclaimer, I pretty much only put on makeup when I am doing videos and I just didn't have the time for it. So days 3 through 7, don't expect to see any makeup. This Chebe shampoo. Removing this. Kind of like those red and white peppermint candies. This is only the second product that I've seen that color. It's, well, sudsy. Okay. Now that I've worked, I didn't know it was gonna suds up this much. This is a clarifying shampoo. It's definitely clarifying. And it is kind of giving me that rubbery feeling. So this is not a detangling shampoo. If you want to detangle, you get the mbunu leaves. If you want to clarify, it seems you do this. Doesn't feel bad though, it's actually soft, but then when you try to separate the hair, you hear that squeakiness and there's a little bit of resistance. So I'm gonna stop trying. It's definitely cleansing. It's not making my hair feel bad or anything. As you can see, I still keep trying to detangle it, but I think that's just because I'm used to it. It's still soft. Like my hair feels very soft doing this. It's just that when you go inside, there comes the squeak. I don't know where I was looking this whole time. I think I've been looking at myself or I'm supposed to be looking at the lens. Apologies for that. I'll be back later. No capacity today to go under my hooded dryer. I have to watch the kids, but I did have this on for about an hour. I heated it up twice, so I probably had a good 45 minutes of heat. So, my week 3 wild card week. I have a pretty wild idea. I'm always complaining that it takes me so long to do my hair. How do I do this every single week? It takes me anywhere from an hour to sometimes 2 hours to set my hair. That being said, and inspired by Charisse Nicole's video, I'm gonna link it below. She did one of those no product, like au natural wash days, And her hair actually came out fantastically well, which was really, really cool. I'm not doing that, but I'm gonna try something a little bit differently, and it is 100% inspired by her video. So thank you for that inspiration. But my plan, I'm not gonna really set my hair. I've mentioned in the past that in part of my journey to overcome having dry, barren, like desert hair, that what my hair seems to like is to be set in tight styles. That's why my braid outs tend to be the most moisturized. My twist outs tend to be the second most, although they're pretty well moisturized. And then whenever I do like a rod set or I do a roller set, it still turns out fine, but like my hair likes tight sets. Why am I even doing this? But anyway, my plan is to do a set in less than 20 minutes. I am going to literally just pretty much do this, dry my hair and see how it comes out. And I recognize that this is a bold, big head move that I'm making the day before I have to go on a live. Tomorrow is my live with Eco Slay. But I got this idea 2 weeks ago or so when I watched Charisse Nicole's video, and I was really excited about the idea. So let's just see. I wanna see what happens to my hair, and if it comes out badly, I'll just put it up. I have my Mbunu deep conditioner in my hair. I did not put on a lot this time. I came up with this idea, and my hair feels really good, by the way. I came up with this idea just kind of loosely. Things always work out differently in practice than they do in real life. So I'm not gonna like tightly twist my hair and like make sure that it's all smooth and blah, 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 blah. I'm just going to pretty much what should be stretching my hair. I'm gonna stretch it, and then I am going to, my hair feels really good. I'm gonna stretch it, and then I am going to just, not Bantu knot, because I don't really know how to do a Bantu knot, but I'm just going to secure it. The one thing I am going to try to do is to make sure that my ends are well tucked or well secured, because my ends can be very, very, very wild. And I'm going to have to dry this under the dryer. I feel like in this style, it will probably dry naturally by like Monday afternoon. It's Friday evening right now. I am going to apply on top of the Mbunu deep conditioner, and I think this is a good week to try that whole Mbunu deep conditioner to leave-in, and then this on top, and then the leave-in on top, and then the butter, because again, hair prone to dryness when I don't set it tightly. I want to give it its best shot. I'm not trying to have a fail here, because I will be really sad to walk around with, or sit around, whatever I do, with dry hair for an entire week. Go, 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 go! Chebe leave-in conditioner. I use this in week 1. Still nice and thick. I don't know why it would have changed. This is a good leave-in conditioner. The first week I was saying that I hardly knew, because my hair felt so fantastic from using the Mbunu deep conditioner, that like what more could it have done? And I mean, I still sort of feel like, but I'm more in tune to this time, and I've gotten over the initial excitement of using such an amazing deep conditioner, that yes, this is actually this is a pretty good leave-in conditioner. I like it. I mentioned in my last video that I lost my wide tooth comb. I never found it. Yeah, I think just at the roots, like I did last time. Just at the roots. Now I'm gonna go in with the butter, and then this will be my first time trying it outside of my head, like actually in practice. What am I gonna do? That's gonna be really quick. That's not gonna be a twist out. Let's see, I don't know. So this is packed with product. Now let's see, and there comes Aiden. Okay, turn it off. Have Daddy turn it off, please. So this isn't like a real twist, and I would never do a twist this big. But now I'm going to like just twirl it, Bantu knot it, and you know, I'm just gonna secure it with a clip. Didn't I just take clips out of my hair to release this section? Where did they go? Clips. Let's just wait until I can safely get this through the ends without pulling out my hair. If you haven't done so yet, take a look at my 15-month length check. My hair is still growing, so that's nice. I'm not looking to tear it out between months 15 and 18, so. This is probably gonna be my whole 20 minutes. Okay, so now I'm just going to twirl the bottom. This feels very similar to just doing a twist up. But again, the difference is the size. So yeah, I'm gonna twist this, and now I'm going to, so this is how you do a Bantu knot, right? You just twirl it and twirl until it starts to collapse on itself, because you've done so much twirling. And then you start wrap it. This is gonna take forever to dry. Okay, I don't know what I just did. I don't know where the end is. I think I did a pretty good job of coiling the end. Where's the end? I was expecting to see a big, ooh, that's a pretty good end. Okay. Maybe this is a Bantu knot. Tell me, is this a Bantu knot? And I'm actually gonna use a bobby pin because it seems gentler on my hair. All right, so that's the first section. I think I'm just gonna do that 2 more times because the crown, that's not the crown, just like the top section of my hair tends to be very coarse and a little bit more frizzy. So I just want to give that proper attention. But this is gonna be the set, and I have never done this before. So let's see. I am going to go off camera, and I'll be back once these are all in. So my plan for my wild card week 3 of my next brand is it's gonna be a set under 20 minutes. Didn't quite make it this time, but it only took 37 minutes and 43 seconds, which is definitely the quickest it's ever taken, and this is what I did. Let's see what it looks like when I take it out. I am really hoping that my hair is dry, but I honestly have absolutely no idea. I don't usually use this as a takedown oil. This is my Beau Peep Luxuries Manifest oil, but it is the closest one in reach, so I'm really hoping my hair is dry, but I kind of doubt that it is. I didn't have enough time to sit under the dryer, and it is only pretty much the next morning. I can't tell if this is really moisturized or really wet. I think this is wet. As dry as it can get in 5 minutes. That's what I'm gonna be working with. I'm gonna detach them all from my scalp. I suspected I was not gonna get the same kind of curl definition the way I did it, but this was a 37. This is just turning into one of those experiences where a lot of things are going wrong. I cut out before because I ran out of storage on my tablet again. I just went and deleted some stuff, sat under the dryer for 5 minutes, which did nothing because my hair is still wet, but I have my live in like 30 minutes. So let's just take this out, see what's going on, and then I'll come back later for my walkthrough review of the products. But I feel like every twist I unravel is gonna be like soaking wet. Oh my God, that's exactly what happened. My hair feels great, by the way, so that's something. I feel like this set had potential, but we all know you do not try to style wet hair. So this is what happened, and natural hair's best friend, silk scarf to the rescue. It's cute. I mean, it's not great, but it's, by definition, I think it's pretty cute. I am telling myself it looks nice, but that might just be a coping mechanism. I don't know. What do you think? I'm gonna try this again as my wild card week for the next brand that I will be reviewing, and I will hopefully have time to let it dry. Congratulations to Jelly Bean for winning the Chebe USA giveaway, and also the Beau Peep Luxuries one. That was some crazy luck there. I hope you love the products. And for everyone else, I do still have my coupon code Uptight Curls for 15% off if you'd like to make any purchases. First up, I use this as a pre-poo. This is the Chebe oil. It's kind of hard to give an opinion on an oil that you use as a pre-poo. But that being said, there are certain things that are just hard to articulate, but I feel like this oil felt really good going on. And also, as part of my own routine, I put in my oil pre-poo and then I put in a detangler and then I work out. Very often when I'm working out, the oil starts just like streaming all over my face. It's coming down here, it's coming down here. I didn't experience that with this, and I think it's because it's a little bit thicker. It was not very runny. And I definitely used a lot of it over the last 3 to 4 weeks. I think this is a really great product. And when I rinsed out my hair, again, it's one of those things that like I can't fully articulate, but I'm just gonna say my hair felt different in a good way when I rinsed it out. Like my scalp felt really good. My scalp feels good when I rinse out like the Manifest oil from Beau Peep as well. But this felt good in like a different way. I don't know that one's better than the other, but I feel like as a pre-poo goes, this is a really great product and I'm excited to keep using it. Plus, I love the ingredients in it. And that always, has some kind of bearing on my review. Mbunu leaves. I reviewed these over my first 2 weeks. The first week I did 1 tablespoon of Mbunu leaves to 1 cup of water. It was just too runny for me. It worked to clean my hair and it provided a little bit of slip. It definitely was more moisturizing than the average shampoo, but I wasn't feeling that whole Mbunu effect that you hear about from people. So in the second week, I added an extra tablespoon. It wasn't the most slippery experience that I have experienced with the shampoo, but it provided slip. It definitely cleaned my hair. I love the anti-inflammatory and antioxidant properties of this. I love that it's a natural cleanser. These are definitely really good things to put in your hair. And for that reason, and the fact that it provided a pleasant enough shampooing experience, I would recommend that if you don't mind the DIY, because even for me, just like putting something in some water and then letting it sit for a while, that's more than I usually do. I'm definitely gonna use the rest of this. And one of my subscribers mentioned that she uses Mbunu to pre-poo her daughter's hair. I am going to use this for Layla going forward, just because I do have my reviews and I'm not gonna really have much opportunity to try this again. But I am excited to use these because they are so good for your hair. Chebe shampoo. I used this for the first time in week 3, which was this wash day. It was interesting to me, and before when I was saying this is definitely a clarifier, I didn't mean it's a clarifier. I feel like clarifying is more something that's a result of something that you can't really feel. Whereas when people say something feels clarifying, they mean stripping. I felt this was a little bit stripping, but while it was stripping, it was also softening, which was interesting. But when I went in to try to finger detangle my hair, you heard that squeak, you felt that squeak, and it felt like it was stripping, clarifying, whichever one. I think it did a really good job of cleaning my hair because it did provide that little strip. Like I feel like my hair definitely felt clean, but it was also softening. So that was very interesting. And I think this is actually a really, really great shampoo and I would highly recommend it. I also felt great about using that shampoo because I knew once I stripped my hair, I needed to put something back in it. So back with the Mbunu. This Mbunu shampoo is incredibly slippery. It makes your hair feel incredibly soft. The first week I rinsed it out, and after I rinsed it out, my hair still felt good. And that's kind of how I judge a deep conditioner. Anything can be great on your hair. It could be great with the slip, but when you rinse it out, you need it to maintain that. And I felt like it did. So in week 1, my hair felt amazing after rinsing it out. And in week 2, I did not rinse it out. I carried it over as a leave-in. And then I just went in with the styler, and it was great. My hair was definitely more moisturized though when I used the leave-in, and I'll be talking about the leave-in next. This time around, I left this in as a leave-in, but then I followed up with the leave-in, and my hair is softer this week than it was last week. This is definitely a new favorite. I have been saying that it is my new favorite, and it might be. Prior to this, my favorites were the Honey's Handmade Omega-3 and Fatty Acid Deep Penetrating Hair Mask. I feel like there's a word shaft in there somewhere, but I don't remember where it goes. But anyway, that's approximately the name. And the Camille Rose Deep Algae Renew Deep Conditioner. I haven't used either of those in a very long time at this point, but I still remember them. And I feel like this is either ahead of the two of them or right in line with them. This is a fantastic deep conditioner, and I love that it has Mbunu in it. I'm really excited to have found this. Chebe Leave-In Conditioner. So as I mentioned, I used this in week 1 after rinsing out the Mbunu deep conditioner, and I had great moisture retention and just great results from that week. Second week, I just used the Mbunu as the deep conditioner to leave in, and I did not apply this. My hair did a good job of retaining moisture for probably like 5 days. It was not as moisturized as it was the prior week for the entire week. So I do think that this helped. I might not have said this as I was giving my first reviews, but now that I've had time to think about it, that is my final decision. I think the Mbunu deep conditioner obviously is amazing, but I feel like it's a better practice, at least for my hair, to follow up with the Chebe leave-in conditioner. I really love the consistency. I'm not gonna just waste product by putting it on my fingers right now. I think it felt really good going on. It maintained the detangling properties, and I think it's just an all-around good leave-in conditioner. Next up is a Chebe butter with Chebe infused oil. I really like this as a styling product because I think it gives fantastic definition. Case in point, you know that I styled wet hair. I guess I have to see what's going to happen, although I'm probably going to be putting this up. But this maintained really great definitions week 1 and 2, and even though I styled wet hair, I feel like the definition that I have from those really big twists that I did, it's really good. A lesser product would not have given me pretty much any definition right now. It feels good going on, although this is not something to provide slip. And I noticed that because as I would finger detangle once I put this in, it's a little bit more of a sticky product, which helps it to maintain that definition. So you just want to make sure that your hair is detangled before you put this on. Sorry if you can hear my stomach, it's being really loud. I haven't had a chance to eat yet today, and it's like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. But anyway, I think this is really great. I love that it's infused with Chebe. It does seal in the moisture, and it did a good job of providing definition. That's pretty much what you want from a sealing oil / butter. I think these were really great wash days that these products provided me, and I look forward to using them again sometime in the future. Let me know if you have any questions about any of the specific products. You can always reach out to me on Instagram. My handle is uptightcurls_by_Amanda. And I did recently release channel memberships if you want to sign up for that. And we could have one-on-one Zooms, which would be pretty cool. Talk about your specific hair questions. You can ask me questions about products and just like, I don't know, whatever. Because sometimes people reach out to me with questions and I don't totally understand what they're trying to convey about the hair. Sometimes just seeing it's a little bit easier. That brings me to the end of this review. Next week, I'm going to start reviewing Fab Hair International, and I'm going to be reviewing the Soultanicals Hibiscus Healer Healthy Hair and Scalp Mask, something like that. Because when I reviewed that in my week 1 Soultanicals review, it's possible that mine had gone bad because it was about a year old. They sent me a new one. This is my opportunity to try it because Fab Hair International just has styling products. They don't have a shampoo and a deep conditioner. That brings me to the end of this video. Please give this video a like, comment, subscribe, share, and all that good stuff. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you in my next one. Thanks, and have a good one.